Oh, hey. What's going on? Caden in the chat writes the following. Leafs 100% not taking McKenna. Be prepared. It's not happening. Come on.
It's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now. Got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K is the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K. 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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What up? It's Sid. Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. We're live on YouTube. We are live on X. We are live on Facebook. It's good to be heard. Good to be heard today. Sure. Technically, we're doing well, Azo. We're flying off the front of this show. That's a great thing about the chat. If there's something wrong, we will know immediately. It is Friday, June the 26th. Great to see everyone. Massive day in the city of Toronto. No question. Senegal plays Iraq at 3 p.m. Eastern at BMO Field. The final round-robin game, group game, of the Toronto leg of the FIFA tournament, otherwise known as the FIFA World Cup. Senegal's going to have to win like 8-0 to get through as a top 8 third-place team. Like, it's a weird setup for the game today. Senegal need to win big. Norway and France in that group, they're already through. Senegal have to destroy Iraq, like to the point where the scoreboard stops working. There's so many goals on the board. So that's part of the Toronto sporting day. down the QEW later on, and in Toronto, because the Leafs hierarchy, it's another remote draft, by the way. They're doing this again. Just the players are heading to Buffalo for the NHL draft tonight. Everyone else stays home. I now hate this. I have to be honest with you. I think Azo hates it as well.
Yep.
I miss 90 people going up on stage and making a pick, and then shouting out the draft party in Nashville at Shooter McGavin's or wherever they are. Say hi to all the Predator fans at Shooter McGavin's. I miss that hokey NHL stuff. I do. I think the GMs miss it as well. It was the team's ideas. Gary Bettman fought this at every turn. This is the team's ideas. So we'll see how awkward things get with all of the teams on remote making their draft picks. Seems to work fine for the NBA and NFL. I don't know why it's always kind of weird with the NHL, but it's a new thing for the NHL. Anyway, my point is, I don't like this. I like everyone together. The players will be down in Buffalo, though, for the NHL draft tonight. First round tonight. Azo and I will be live here with you at 7 p.m. Eastern to go through all the hilarity of what could take place. But it's a rare, rare day on the Toronto sports scene. Days like today have not happened a lot. In fact, only 2 times previously have they taken place. And what I mean by that is the Leafs picking number 1. Numero uno. And for everything you can say about the Toronto Maple Leafs, they figured this day out, actually. Like, this day they get right. I take you back to June 15th, 1985. Young kid from Kelvington, Saskatchewan, Wendell Clark, selected by Jerry McNamara, the GM at the time. They selected Wendell. They liked Wendell so much, they reacquired him 2 other times. That's how much the Leafs loved Wendell Clark. Keep that picture up, Azo. I love it. Wendell Clark's time with the Leafs consisted of 608 total games over 3 stints with 260 goals, and in those 608 games, over 1,500 penalty minutes. Wendell was not the biggest guy on the ice, man. But he was a legend. He is the blueprint of what you want a Leaf to be in this city. Leaf fans are not a complicated bunch. Don't let this newer generation where all they want is skill fool you. The majority of the fan base in city would kill for 7 guys who just hit everything that moves. Believe me. Believe me on that. Maybe a GM will figure that out in this town again, because it's possible. I watched the playoffs too. It's possible to have a team of physical people. Maybe one day. That was Wendell Clark. June 15th, 1985. The first time the Leafs had the first overall selection. Modern day. Then, many moons later, on June the 24th, 2016. It's 10 years ago now, guys. 10 years. Kid born in California, grew up in Scottsdale, Arizona, Austin Matthews, was selected by the Toronto Maple Leafs and Lou Lamoriello. For the listening audience, we have a picture of Austin here talking to Larry Tannenbaum and Brendan Shanahan. Thanks, Brendan. This is another one the Toronto Maple Leafs got right. 3 goal-scoring titles for Austin Matthews already. A Hart Trophy. A Ted Lindsay Award, voted best player in the league by his peers in that 2022 campaign. And the person that has more goals in Leafs history than Austin Matthews is nobody. He's 28 years old. There's a lot wrong with the Leafs, a lot of weird things. Listen, Austin next summer has a decision to make on whether or not he's signing that extension. There's going to be a lot of Austin Matthews news in the ether. It's going to be an Austin decision. I think he's already made it, but we'll see. There's a lot to talk about with the Leafs about that is wrong. I have a hard time criticizing this kid big picture. And I'll criticize a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed by Azo.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a good pick back in 2016. A quick story. Myself, I believe Azzo was there, along with McAuliffe and a lot of other people. We were at Real Sports that night. Do you remember this? So Sportsnet set it up where we did the show. That night we were at Sportsnet. We did the show for Sportsnet. The Raptors had just had their draft, and they brought us in their draft pick, Jakob Poeltl. Wow. Nice kid. So we had Jakob Poeltl in with us at Real Sports, but then we go off air, and the Leafs, for some season ticket holders, had a draft watching party. So they asked us to interview Austin basically first in a closed circuit kind of TV setting just for Real Sports and the season ticket holders. Kind of a cool moment. He's hated me ever since. I don't know if that's true. But 10 years ago doesn't seem that long ago. It's 10 years ago now. 10 years ago. I'm probably actually lighter than I was back then. I think I've lost weight. Should go the other way around. Azol's put on a solid 15 pounds.
At least.
At least, in all the good areas.
What about Poeltl?
Poeltl left his back at Real Sports. His spine. He left his spine in a booth when he's having some wings. Jakob Poeltl. Steeler in the chat. Looking good, Sid. God bless. Thank you. So listen, the Leafs have done this twice before, and they normally get it right. Can't say that a lot about Leaf things. Got that right. Nope. It's not a normal conversation piece in this city. But those picks they got right. Shout out Wendell Clark. Shout out one of the greatest Leafs of all time, Austin Matthews. Will he resign? We'll find out. By the way, if you want to look like a boss right now amongst all this American cowardice going on in hockey, resign with the Leafs, Austin. Seriously. Yeah. You want to look like your own man? Resign with the Leafs. Yeah. I'm not trying to reverse psychology anyone. No one is a bigger star in the world than if Austin Matthews leads the Leafs to a cup. It's not possible. Going to make that Knicks parade look like a joke. Just one person's opinion. So tonight the Leafs have the first overall pick again. They had an 8.5% chance of winning the draft lottery. Azzo and I mean, this is why Azzo and I are kind of giddy about tonight. That draft lottery night was fun. And we were live streaming that. I did not know what to expect. A lot of you came along for the ride, and we appreciate it. We're back here tonight. And not just for the Leafs. It's for what the hell San Jose is going to do with the 2nd and 9th picks. And what's Calgary doing at 6? What are the Jets doing at 8? Like, how will the Rangers screw this up at 5? Will the Sabres still have that pick at 4? I don't know what's going to happen tonight. This is going to be fun. And we've already had like a little bit of stuff today. We'll get to that in a second. Gabe in the chat. Sid, when is the draft? Tonight. Round 1, to be specific and not be a jackass about it. Round 1 of the draft is 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. The other 32 rounds will be tomorrow. I think it's like 7 or 8. It feels like 32. And again, shout out a guy I've known forever who I love dearly, and Sam Costantino and the job that he does for Sportsnet. They have a great team there.
Bukala, too.
Bukala is great. I don't know Bukala like that. I've heard great things. Is he a good guy?
He's great.
I've heard really good things about Bukala.
Best dude.
Okay. Azzo confirms Bukala, good dude. We both can confirm Sammy Kaz, one of the best.
Fantastic.
One of the best. One of the hardest working dudes. Always gives you the time of day. Got a question, no problem. I don't have a bad thing to say. I don't have a bad thing to say about Sam Kaz. And tonight is Sammy's Super Bowl, and he always hits it out of the park. And tomorrow's even like crazier. I don't know how tonight's the easy one. I don't know how they do like tomorrow.
It's true.
Because they're not surprised on any pick. Just want to shout out Bukala, Sammy Kaz. I haven't had the pleasure with Bukala, but good dude.
I can't
dude
express that enough. Yes. Sorry. That's why
No, jump in. You know him. I don't.
He is a fantastic guy and knows his stuff. Like,
oh, yeah.
Man.
So, again, tonight, like, it seems like the Leafs are seeing the Gavin McKenna train coming. And I do not in any way, shape, or form feel like I'm jumping the gun on this. But the kid from Whitehorse seems like he's the one. Now, with that said, I want to read this tweet from Sportsnet's Justin Bourne, another guy who I think the world of. And Justin threw this out about an hour ago on Twitter. He said this: a couple of people today, Jason Demers and Craig Button, mentioned they would not be shocked if the Leafs don't take McKenna. Eyebrow raising, given they both obviously know people. That said, I, Justin Bourne, would be shocked. I added the Justin Bourne. He did not Mike Babcock himself in third person. I added that. I haven't, clearly Justin's consuming a lot because he always does. I've missed this Demers, Craig Button stuff that the Leafs might pass on Gavin McKenna tonight.
I haven't seen that either.
Okay.
I haven't. I mean, I
thought it was really relevant because it's a curveball. I've been waiting to hear something like this for a while. Now, look, if John Chaika is kind of putting out some false flags, I don't hate the idea. I don't know. You don't know what the next phone call is going to be in the National Hockey League, especially now with fresh cap space everywhere. No idea. 4th overall pick just got traded this week. That's rare. Rare. Go ahead, Azza. What do you got?
So Jason Demers tweeted 4 hours ago, if Toronto takes Stenberg, I wouldn't be surprised. And if it does happen, could possibly get a Bo Callahan situation going. But then he put the laughing emoji.
Sorry, Bo Callahan situation?
Remember from the draft day? Bo Callahan, the quarterback.
I didn't memorize draft day like that.
I think he was kidding, but he did tweet that out 4 hours ago.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a kidding tweet from Jason Demers. I think Justin's right. That's an interesting tweet.
Yeah.
Because again, the last point in that Justin Bourne tweet that we read was these guys know people.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. You don't randomly put that out.
Interesting. So, but Azzo, hit me with that picture again. Let's get down to it here for the listening audience. It's McKenna in a 72 blue and white jersey. And I think it's a safe assumption. John Chaika flew out to Whitehorse. That's not like Scotiabank to Oakville. It's a different trip. And he stayed for a couple days, as you would if you make that kind of trip. And I would be stunned. I think a lot of people would be stunned.
A lot of McKenna is a decoy. Going on in the chat. Scorpio, Steeler, a bunch of guys saying it, which is pretty funny, making me laugh.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Damn you, Jesse Marsh, for instilling decoy into the sports vernacular of the city and country. We'll get to him in a second. So yeah, I think like 99% of people think McKenna's going to the Leafs. So yesterday, we did have quotes from the John Chaika, Jim Hiller press conference at the Ford Performance Center. I mistakenly said, well, maybe they're in Buffalo. Obviously, it's a remote draft. They're not in Buffalo, so I just want to correct that. They were in Toronto. They were in Etobicoke, and they had. I'm looking forward to the third Jim Hiller press conference introducing Jim Hiller. I'm really looking forward to that. But one of the things, like we talked about Morgan Riley yesterday on air, we've talked a lot about Matthew Nyes. I don't think we need to revisit those quotes in terms of audio. But there was one here specifically about Gavin McKenna from John Chaika, GM of the Leafs, that I think is always kind of interesting on the morning of the draft. And once again, John Chaika was asked about his trip to Whitehorse, Yukon, to meet this incredibly fascinating kid and his family and his hometown. Here it is.
You know, again, we spent time with all the top picks, and Gavin, you know, I got a chance to spend time with him personally in Whitehorse, and you know, he's a unique player. He's a unique person. I think amazing story. You know, never had a skills coach till he's 13. Didn't have a skating coach till he's 13. You know, he's not in the gym till he's 15. So just, you know, that Canadian story of you know, being out in the rink and love of the game and passion for the game, and you know, his unique ability to you know, break down the game and create offensive chances is special. But Matt's spent a lot of time with some of the other players as well, and we kind of broke it up. But really, really impressed with Gavin, of course.
That's as animated as you're going to see John Chaika. Actually, check that. The Leafs put out some pretty interesting video of Chaika after they won the draft lottery, which showed like Chaika being, what's the word I'm looking for, human. And it was very good. It was like, that's the kind of, like if Keith Pelly wants to pull the curtain back and become a more likable team, that's the kind of stuff you put out there. I think it's smart. Be a human. Fans are excited. Let executives be excited. Show them executives being excited. Show them players being excited. This morbid Leafs thing has killed them in the market. Killed them. You're not too cool for school. Show Leaf fans a team that's as excited as they are. That's all they want. Wendell Clark was always excited to be a Leaf. Austin Matthews, always excited to be a Leaf. Different type of player, obviously, but seems like always excited. So, like, I'm going to faint if the Leafs don't take Gavin McKenna tonight. Like, because I was, when they got that pick, and Azo can back me up on this, I was on team trade the hell down. Now, part of me is still like, if San Jose offered me the 2 and the 9, do you think about it? Do you think about it? The 2, the 9, and Misa for the first pick. Do you think about it? I don't know. We're just talking here as friends. Just having fun. Sports. But now you've reached the point, like there is a time, and see, Leaf fans always have this, well, what happens if Bobby McMahon like scores a lot of goals when he leaves? Like that I don't really care about. But I think when you have the first overall pick as an executive, you kind of think about what's life like if we move on from that? I think that's a legitimate question. So I don't think the Leafs will. If anything, the Leafs, I'd be hammering Buffalo for that 4th pick. Hammering. Because Jarmo Kekalainen, I don't know if you already noticed, he's ruined the Sabres. Like in 3 weeks.
Wow.
Ruined the Sabres.
Wow.
How are they going to, they're not going to replace Tuck. Yeah. Bowen Byram's pretty good. I do love the Zach Benson contract they got him on. Mm-hmm. That was actually very good from Kekalainen. But the team's already being dismantled. Like you noticed that, right?
Especially after the momentum.
You've noticed all the momentum, Azo. You've noticed that already.
Seems very Buffalo.
Jarmo Kekalainen, listen, there was a lot in his firing after the Babcock thing. He also didn't build a great team.
No.
Go look at their prospect list. Most of those are still his deal. Jarmo Kekalainen's a great number 2 in this league. He's not the boss. Watch what's about to happen in Buffalo. Watch. I did not anticipate Tuck and Byram being gone even before the draft. Now, Byron's asking for some real money, it sounds like, so I can kind of understand that. And Tuck, he got more money than I was comfortable with. I can kind of understand that. But the reality is you still got to replace him. Right? Got to replace him. How do you do that? I don't know. We'll find out.
I think Jarmo got sick of hearing the Kevin Adams thing. Wants to put his own stamp on this thing.
Oh, there'll be a stamp on it.
Yeah.
A stamp of turd. That's what it is. So one more thing here from that Etobicoke the second of 7 Jim Hiller news conferences to unveil Jim Hiller that are going to happen. The second one happened yesterday. And it was kind of clunky. Like Jim Hiller said something, and then he posed with the jersey, and then they both, Chaika and Hiller, scrummed individually. It was wasn't exactly smooth. But Jim Hiller made his second opening statement of the last 2 weeks as head coach of the Leafs. And I know the word spirit came up in his Zoom call with John Chaika a lot. And we kind of laughed at it. I can report to you that he did not say spirit yesterday. Just kidding. He said it 3 times in his opening statement. Hit it.
And I said it last week. To me, the most important thing I can do with this team is help build the spirit of the team. And I would like to think that as we build the spirit of the team, we'll continue to build the spirit of Leafs Nation. And for all that support, we thank you in advance and look forward to September when we can stop talking and put everything into action.
Put the spirit in action.
Dude, I forgot. He said spirit 3 times in 7 seconds.
B. Ibbett says, well, there's spirit in Whitehorse.
There is.
Maybe.
Wonderful day in the chat. And the Holy Spirit, amen. Oh, death clutch in the chat. We don't need spirit. We need balls.
Oh, wow. Is it Gudis? No. Hang on.
Habs fan in the chat. That sounded horrid. Azzo, play it again. Play it again.
I said it last week. To me, the most important thing I can do with this team is help build the spirit of the team. And I would like to think that as we build the spirit of the team, we'll continue to build the spirit of Leafs Nation. And for all that support, we thank you in advance and look forward to September when we can stop talking and put everything into action.
Counting Jim Hiller saying spirit is like a referee counting to 5 if a wrestler's passed out and like the match is over.
Like, did they tell him next year's motto has spirit in it or something? Like, it has to.
It has to have spirit.
It has to. It has to.
Scorpio Canuck in the chat. We have exorcised the demons. The room is clear.
Maybe all the spirit is just a decoy from me. I like that one.
Damn you, Jesse Marsh. I know. Damn you, Jesse Marsh. So big night for the Leafs. And Azzo and I will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern for all the fun and spirit.
Apparently.
Again, just so I'm clear, I know I've said this a few times. I think the perfect world is McKenna and a stud defenseman if Chaika can get into that top 6 or 7. 8 might do it. 6 or 7 will do it. Listen, I don't even think you need to be at 3 or 4. Like, this Albert Schmitz Latvian kid is ready to play in the NHL next season. If you want to compete, like the Leafs want to compete, obviously. I keep hearing how Stenberg is NHL ready. Dude, this kid from Latvia is NHL ready. He played against men in Finland and Germany and the World Championships, and he was the youngest player at the Olympics for Latvia. And he didn't suck at the Olympics. It's like Chase Reed's going to school. Different kind of pick. If you want to compete, you can get a beefed up Chase Reed who speaks fluent Latvian. There's options. Listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be fun tonight. I really think it's going to be fun tonight. And again, judging by, we've only done one Leafs live stream in the history of this show, and it was the draft lottery. And that was a blast. That was an absolute blast. We're going to do that again tonight, and we'll see where it leads us. The initial plan tonight is we're going to stick around. I want to stick around until at least Winnipeg's 8th pick. By then, they may have traded Hellebuck.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of storylines here. Craig Conroy at 6 is also a very interesting GM to watch. He has 2 firsts and 3 seconds. He had 3 firsts and 3 seconds, but he made that deal for Simon Nemec. But Craig Conroy is still going to be a player in this. Mike Greer in San Jose is a player in this. Kevin Cheveldayoff could be a huge player in this. There's a lot happening tonight. And listen, for one night, don't have to watch Vladdy. It's a positive. His exit velocity is good, though.
Showed intensity in the 9th inning, apparently.
Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Hey, Sydney.
What are you most looking forward to tonight?
Does Alec DeLuca make an appearance?
Alex DeLuca.
How could you not shout him out? You never shouted him out.
The Leafs need Gary Bettman should allow one person on stage with him and Gavin McKenna, and it's Alex DeLuca, who pulled the 12 that won the Leafs the draft lottery.
Seriously, how could you forget that night without mentioning him? Come on,
you're the real MVP, man.
That's it.
You are the real MVP, Mr. DeLuca.
He should present McKenna with the jersey. Wait, but did Chaika in that piece say him and Sundin split up duties?
What does he mean by that?
I don't know. Like he went to Whitehorse and talked to him while Sundin was doing other stuff.
I mean, Sundin didn't. He's been talking to Stenberg for 10 years.
That's what I'm saying.
He knows Stenberg.
Unless
There's no way. Let's end this garbage right now. They're taking McKenna tonight.
I know.
I don't want to even start this stuff.
It's true.
Leaf fans will genuinely be pissed. They have now the weeds are in the roots are in the ground on McKenna for Leafs Nation.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like maybe in the first week or two, people were talking themselves into Stenberg or trading down or this and that. Even I've come around to McKenna.
Mm-hmm.
I would be now annoyed because all the folks who tell us you can't pass up on talent that high. Good point. Mm-hmm. So don't do it.
I think I told you. Well, you shouted him out earlier. Sammy Cos had the best line of the end. It's not just Chaika. No GM would have the stones to pass on McKenna with that pick.
Paul in the chat, DeLuca was the decoy.
Oh, man.
Chris in the chat also would like to point out, let me go back and find this, that Wu-Tang is for the children.
I saw that.
As I'll go full screen and explain to people, especially the listening audience who can't see you, what shirt you are wearing today.
It's a Wu-Tang shirt.
Wu-Tang. Ain't nothing to F with, man.
That's true.
Wu-Tang, New York.
Cash rules everything.
Listen, man, Wu-Tang performed when the Knicks were getting their ass kicked.
That's what this shirt's from.
It was game 4, right?
3 or 4.
No, they won, I think San Antonio won game 3.
Oh, right.
And the Knicks were down big in game 4.
22 points.
And then Raekwon the chef comes out with the rest of them. And then the Knicks never looked back and won an NBA title.
So this is the Knicks Wu-Tang shirt. So it's awesome. I figured I had to. And a reminder that the Mets are in town next week. A chance for the Jays to figure it out.
The Mets who just fired their manager tonight, by the way.
If the Jays can't figure it out against the Mets, then season's up. If Vladdy doesn't figure it out against the Mets, then you phantom IL him and give him the All-Star break.
Let the record show Azzo had plenty of opportunities to show me again on screen and did not take it.
Sorry, what?
Let the record show. By the way, shout out Capadonna, the member of Wu-Tang that never gets shouted. Yeah, but some of them aren't as important as others. Capadonna is like a 7th defenseman.
Tom Hardy has a rap album coming out with one of them.
Sorry, Tom Hardy?
Yeah, he's got an alias that he raps on.
Like Bane?
Yeah.
I'm here with the Wu-Tang Clan.
He's actually a good rapper.
I can't believe cash rules everything around me. I'm working on my Bane. It's been a few years.
It's okay.
Master Killa is not the best. Master Killa talked his way through every rhyme. He was not needed. Master Killa was not needed.
How many members were there? There's a lot of them that weren't needed.
But Master Killa did not even rap. He just was a spoken. He was like a slam poet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's with Inspector Deck. Tom Hardy's got the album coming out.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, dude.
Because Inspector Deck was my favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan.
With appearances by Busta Rhymes, Method Man.
Tom Hardy. Bane is doing a record with Inspector Deck?
Mm-hmm. Frankie Pulitzer is his rap name.
Wow.
Also goes by Face Puller. He's got an album drop. Go check out some of his stuff. Some of his stuff's
I
pretty
bomb
good.
atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Where's the Batman? It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Hey, Azzo.
Yes.
Great time of year.
It sure is. Tell me why.
Puck drops, tip-offs, first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly. We have a live feed tonight, live stream we're doing during the draft, so join us if you would like. Tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night, we're back for Colombia, Portugal.
Wait a minute, what?
Yep.
I thought it was what's it called? Night of Champions live feed we're doing at WWE.
We are doing the Night of Champions. Portugal's going to play.
Oh, damn.
I believe, listen, I haven't said this on air before. Let me explain to you my Portuguese feeling. I am very uneasy with how they treat Ronaldo compared to everyone else. I haven't liked this for like 4 tournaments. Mm-hmm. Not 1, not 2. Some of y'all are here for 1. I've been here for a minute, okay? This is not a new storyline. If they happen to treat everyone the same on that team, and a lot of that depends on Ronaldo's ego. Let's cut the BS. Portugal can win the tournament. I believe that. We got to see it. With that said, tomorrow, Portugal have to win the group. If they don't win tomorrow night, by the way, guess who's in Toronto next Thursday? Portugal. Portugal's at BMO Field next Thursday if they don't win the game tomorrow. So Colombia, Portugal tomorrow, for first in the group. I see a draw. Game's going to be in Miami. I think it's going to be tight. I see a draw happening. Go ahead, Ezra.
No. I'm saying I see the path for Portugal too, especially if they build off what you saw last time and the momentum keeps getting better and better and they're playing better. And listen, with this, we've talked about it a little bit. The draw you get now with the expanded format could be very key as well.
Well, I mean, in terms of the draw, like you said, there's a path for Portugal. As things stand right now, Portugal would play Ghana in Toronto next Thursday. If they win that game, they're probably getting Spain in the round of 16.
Oh.
Not an easy draw for the Portuguese.
No.
Also not an easy draw for Spain. And Portugal just beat Spain recently in the Nations League, so suck on that, La España.
Spain hasn't looked great either.
No, they haven't. I'm with you. So we'll see.
First, you got to get by Ghana and the witch doctor, too.
You want to explain that story for people?
So witch doctor apparently put a curse on Harry Kane, I believe it was, to start. He didn't score in that game, and they drew that game 0-0, right?
Yeah, it was 0-0.
Yeah.
Or otherwise known as
Actually,
0-0.
No. Sorry. Yes.
0-0.
Of course. Yeah. And then there's some other stories that are going around that he's cursed some other people that have had a hard time in the World Cup. I can't remember who it is right now, but the witch doctor is definitely getting the rounds on socials about.
Sorry. So the story one more time is the witch doctor, because I've never seen a guy fascinated with witch doctor stories the way Azo is. Azo stops what he's doing. For me, it's tornado storm chaser videos. Mm-hmm. For Azo, it's witch doctor stories.
The dark arts, man.
So he's lifted the curse on Ronaldo? What's the story?
No. So it was Harry Kane he cursed before that game with
what's the
England.
Portuguese connection with this guy?
He said he saw it in the cards that Portugal is going to win the tournament.
Oh, he saw into the future.
Yeah.
Right.
The future was, and it was Ronaldo and Portugal that were going to win the World Cup. He had a story on.
What's Dan Housen saying about Portugal?
That's a great question. Great question.
Tu és cursed.
I saw, who's the assistant coach on Ted Lasso? The Beard?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he plays Beard, and he picked an England-Portugal final in his prediction.
He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
I knew you'd say that.
England looked, we haven't talked about this yet, England looked shockingly average against Ghana. And don't tell me they had 79% possession. I don't care. Jude Bellingham should have been sent off for mouthing.
Yeah.
And Ghana should have had a penalty. England were in big trouble in that game,
and
potentially.
The chances on net were only 3-2.
The refs completely looked the other way on some significant stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy in the chat, Azohausen.
Let's go.
I like that. Tell your buddy to get an Azohausen shirt, and it's just you and your face, your stupid face.
Curse you first.
So we're waiting on Leaf stuff. We're on till 2 p.m. Eastern. We do have other stuff, and Frege dropped an insane bomb last night concerning Jason Robertson. So for those who missed it, Seattle and the Stars came to an agreement on restricted free agent Jason Robertson. Seattle offered him $15 million a year. Jason Robertson said no. No. Now, Frege made a really good point today on his pod about how there's a millionaire's tax coming into Washington State pretty soon. So it might be scaring off potential future free agents. But apparently the Kraken were, you thought the Leafs front-loaded contracts. The Kraken were willing to give him all the money in the first 2 years. And Jason Robertson still said no. Look, if at some point you do have to kind of create an environment people want to be a part of, Seattle have done nothing in this league since getting into it. The Shane Wright pick was awful. Again, I don't know what their options really were after that, but it has not worked out. Adam Larson was awful. They've done nothing. They have done nothing in this league. So if a player doesn't want to be a part of that, okay. Everyone's all over Jason Robertson for turning down $15 million. His choice, man. I don't know if he's getting $15 million anywhere else. That's rich for my blood for Jason Robertson. But I think 12 and a half. I'll give you 13 on Jason Robertson. It's basically a 100-point winger. But turning down $15 million has really raised some eyebrows around the National Hockey League for Jason Robertson.
That's insane.
That's one of those deals where, who was it Jerkson Profar who turned down an insane contract? Do you remember the contract Jerkson Profar turned down?
That sounds familiar, yes.
Could you do me a favor, Azo, and look that up?
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple people in Major League Baseball said no to money, and it just never came back to them. You got to be careful. Listen, clearly Jason Robertson and his agents down in Dallas believe there's a better deal out there, or for slightly less money, but for a far better team. We'll see how it plays out. Man, if Jason Robertson turns down $15 million, what's Nick Robertson of the Leafs going to turn down?
And that came on the heels. Did you see Frank Saravelli's tweet last night?
What did Saravelli say?
As I've reported, Leafs are seeking another top 10 pick in 2026. Sources say Toronto and Dallas had talks about Stars potentially flipping number 7 overall from the Kraken in a deal for Matthew Nyes to help replace Jason Robertson. Sources said Leafs asked for Nyes has included a top 10 pick all along with roster players in a multifaceted package. If they're going to move Nyes, it's going to be for a true haul, or they're going to have to soften and ask to get into the top 10.
Dallas don't own that pick, so it's fine. Go back to Seattle and talk turkey.
That's why. Well,
that's a lot of money to like. It is something you don't see in the NHL a lot. Turning down that kind of money. What's the contract Klingberg turned down in Dallas too?
maybe I was claiming because Profar he forfeited $50 million because of the suspensions.
No, but it was way before. It was way before the suspensions. Like it was. Unless I'm getting the players confused. It's not Ozzy Albies either, because I know he took like far less money from the Atlanta Braves, but it was a crazy deal with Profar around his Texas time. Like it was around the Rangers. Anyway, so that story with Jason Robertson is making the rounds. Kevin Cheveldayoff of the Jets today, the GM, confirmed they're taking calls on Connor Hellebuyck. That's no longer a rumor. So once again, all the angry Jet fans from your market who say there's nothing to it, you don't know anything. Stop acting like you know. By the way, if you just listened to Hellebuyck on the way out this season and how pissed he was, how are you shocked at any of this? That guy was furious. All Connor Hellebuyck wants to do is to go to a team good enough to get over how bad he is in the playoffs. That's all Connor Hellebuyck wants. Is that too much to ask? I want to be in a situation where this team's so good they can get over my incompetence in the postseason. I'm not letting this go without ripping Connor Hellebuyck a little bit. No. Sorry. If we're going to talk about winning and this and that, it's not like he's pulled his weight in the postseason either. It's getting a little hypocritical with Connor Hellebuyck. Great goalie, 3 Vezinas, a heart, terrific goalie. Don't tell me you've done everything possible to win. Like, don't give me that.
Sure.
Enough. It's ridiculous. Shout out the Sens. They re-signed Jordan Spence on the blue line, 4 years, $5 million. Jordan Spence, I don't think missed a game from like November on last year. He had a rough start to the year. He missed a few, and then he played like all the games for the Sens. Seems like a guy you can trust. I don't mind that for the Sens.
Yeah.
Steve Stayhouse, get some good work done. That's some work. Not a number 1 defenseman, but whatever. You need guys like Jordan Spence. Sorry, Azo, you wanted to jump in on something.
No. I was just I'm just looking at some contracts where people have turned down.
Was I wrong on Profar? Or was it someone else?
I still can't find it.
I thought Profar
I'm seeing
blew it.
Nomar Garciaparra once turned down 4 years, $60 million, and ended up getting $8 million for 1 year. Like, man, it's crazy. Some of the contracts people turn down. Maybe you might be right, but I just can't find it. But no, the fact that the Leafs, I really think they're going to get back into the top 10, like you said, man, and that they're circling those 4, 5, 6, 7 picks. That's why I want to show the Saravelli thing. I think, and the fact they demand that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And you think 7 could get them that, huh? Like a defenseman?
I think 7 is a decent pick in this draft. I do.
See, I always looked at the fall off was after 6, but
7 can still
make an impact.
There might, I don't know. There's some people think like a Keaton Vierhoff might be there at 7.
Wow, that would be huge.
I don't know. All it takes is one guy between like 8 and 15 to jump when you didn't expect them to jump. And then it's game on. Mm-hmm. You have no idea what's going to happen. By the way, the other interesting thing I noticed, Azo, it's 12:44. We're already late.
So a lot of people saying 7 wouldn't be enough for Nyes. Would you be okay with it?
It would have to be 7 and something.
something. Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah,
7
I'm
and a
not.
player
I'm not
package.
doing that straight up.
No.
That's
Of course,
crazy.
Of course. Yeah.
The hell with Seattle on that. Seattle right now. This is the most humiliating story I've seen since the Oilers did something and hired a coach. Like you have to work really hard to be more embarrassing than the Oilers this offseason, and it just happened to Seattle basically. Yeah. I can't believe that story. That's a damning story. No one wanted that out less than Seattle. I don't know where Frege got it linked up, but he did a hell of a job on the sourcing on that. Mm-hmm. My God, that's a bad story for the Kraken. Serves you right for picking a stupid name. Kraken. You know what's not released? The Kraken. That's not released. So there is some mild discussion. It's not like a full-blown controversy, Azo, but I did notice this, and I thought it was interesting. Because the teams won't be in Buffalo tonight, but the players will be with their families. Caleb Malhotra will be there. Now, his dad is both a parent in this draft and a coach in this draft. Manny Malhotra is coaching the Canucks, but Manny Malhotra will be in Buffalo tonight sitting next to his son. Couple things on that. One, there are a few Canuck fans who don't like that, which I found interesting.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, he's a Canuck head coach.
I guess.
Be in the war room.
But it's his son.
Okay, and other people are like, well, it's his son.
Yep.
Guys, this guarantees Caleb Malhotra goes to Vancouver. Do you see a world where Manny Malhotra tonight, Sportsnet cameras catch Manny and Caleb and the whole family sit next to each other, and the Canucks pick someone else? What's the next shot you think the producer and director are going to on the broadcast? That is going to be awkward city if they don't take Caleb Malhotra with his dad sitting next to him tonight. That's a lock. That is a lock. Take it to the bank. There's going to be 7 Sportsnet cameras on the two of them if the Canucks take Chase Reed. 7.
The last 2 hits I saw Sammy Kaz and Bukaladu say that's where the most intriguing thing of the first round is for them. And number 3 and what Vancouver does with Malhotra.
But what a move if they don't take Caleb at 3 and his dad is sitting right there as head coach of the Canucks. Think about that. That's crazy. Think about that. And then Caleb goes, Dad,
what happened?
thought we had a good dinner with everybody at the Combine. That third pick could be like the story of the night.
It's true.
Story of the night. The Vancouver Canucks don't take the player whose dad coaches the Vancouver Canucks. Because I got news for you. There's other good players available at 3.
Yeah.
God bless Caleb Malhotra. He's not Gretzky, okay? He's a well-rounded center. Some people think the best center in the draft. Okay. You need centers. Important. Is it going to be more important than Chase Reed to a team? Mm-hmm. I'm not convinced. Not convinced. We'll see.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. So Manny Malhotra will be there sitting next to Caleb Malhotra when the Canucks hand in their pick at 3. Oh, this is going to be tasty.
It is.
This is going to be so good.
Oh, man.
What will the spirit be like in the family if they go somewhere else at 3, the Vancouver Canucks? What will that spirit be like?
It doesn't matter. Not Toronto. Toronto has the spirit.
Toronto has a spirit.
Yeah.
We got spirit. How about you? Any other
Canucks trade up or down? Like, I don't know. Wow.
If they really want Stenberg, I think, but San Jose want like
what if
players that can help now. I don't think the Canucks.
I know. I was going to say, what if San Jose goes
well,
with Chase Reed?
Hold on.
What if they go with
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're Mike Greer. I'm Ryan Johnson, GM of the Canucks.
Okay.
Role play.
Uh-oh.
Ring, ring.
Oh, man. This guy again? Yeah, okay.
You're a worse actor since John Schneider. You know that? You're the worst.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Mike? It's Ryan Johnson, GM of the Canucks.
Hey, what's going on, RJ?
I'm good. Listen, what do you think you're doing at 2?
I don't think I should share that information.
It's actually a pretty good answer.
I know.
Listen, Mike, so you need pieces, like you want to make a push now, right? Like you don't want prospects or picks, right?
Right. We'd love to make the playoffs right now. It's true.
Because you got Celebrini and a lot of other young players. Okay. I give you the 3rd pick.
Okay. Okay.
And you take all of Elias Pettersson's contract for the second pick.
I believe we have the cap room to do that. To move back one, huh? Yeah.
I want to make sure we get Stenberg because I got 2 Sedins in the front office and they're losing their mind on Stenberg.
Yep.
So Elias Pettersson, let's just say I think Elias needs a change of scenery.
Okay.
Gives you a center. Mm-hmm. He's still one of the best shot blockers in the league because I know how much people value that. Would you take it?
I would consider it. Give me 10 minutes. How many people went to Elias Pettersson's birthday party?
Don't draft date the movie this, you idiot.
I would consider it. Give me 10 minutes to talk to my
I did
team.
put $100 in his playbook, and it was still there when I got it back from Elias Pettersson.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And
All right.
you still did not give me an answer if you're Mike Greer.
No,
if the Canucks offer you the third and Pettersson for the second, what do you do?
And take all the money.
The Canucks, and this is Aquilini's wet dream. No retention on Pettersson. You take him.
You'd have
they
to
have
consider.
$40 million in cap space in San Jose.
And then you could
Probably it's a little less than that now, but like
you get your
you know what I mean?
You take your defenseman at 3.
Boom.
It's a great point. Yeah.
You make the deal and you still don't take Caleb Malhotra
And
at
you
3.
still have 9.
Or sorry, San Jose takes their defenseman at 3.
Yeah.
Malhotra drops.
Yeah.
And Malhotra's in Buffalo. Oh, wow. Caleb's not that far away from home. Wow.
That's interesting.
If I'm Canucks, I think about it. If I want Stenberg that bad, I do it. And I get rid of this Pettersson issue. The Pettersson issue has to be dealt with. Has to be.
That's great. We never see this in the NHL. Like, could we see, like...
All you got to do is give a little bit of cap space to teams, and it's amazing. That's all you got to do.
It's crazy.
That's all you got to do.
I hope some of this comes to fruition. We got to see another trade.
There were years where it was like, guys, the Ducks have a lot of room here. They have $7 million in cap space to help a team with. And they were like the team you called.
Yeah.
Or anyone else in that situation.
Yep. I just mean, like, I saw some stat, like, even a top 5 pick hasn't been traded in how many years? So if that could happen multiple times in one night, oh, my God.
There's a lot of people in the chat saying San Jose would never trade down and get Pettersson to go from 2 to 3. I'm like, you sure about that? Elias Pettersson in San Jose, no one cares about him there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And he doesn't have to be the main guy.
Perfect.
He's not the main guy.
The Sedins get they trade in one Swedish talent for another Swedish talent.
And they avoid the whole Malhotra weirdness.
They don't have to take Caleb Malhotra. It's out of our hands, guys.
Yeah.
We went to 2. Caleb's not a 2.
Stenberg's still there. We wanted him. We'll move up to 2.
Dude, I think we just fixed the Canucks and the Sharks. You're welcome.
Shady McGuire said, you had me at hello.
Because the Elias Pettersson thing is still like, it's oddly quiet right now with Elias Pettersson. They can't wait to get rid of Elias Pettersson there.
Somebody's going to take that money.
How many conversations do you need to have with a kid about, you know what, I want to talk about your off-season training? That, like, once it's 2 conversations, too many. Too many.
It's true.
Something to put out there.
Wow. Oh, man, I hope something like this happens.
Tonight, Draft Lottery, live, 7 p.m. Eastern. Azzo and I on the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media, will be here with you. Right now, around the exhibition grounds of Toronto, you have to do a lot to kind of steal a sports headline with the World Cup going on. Marina Mabry of the Toronto Tempo did that last night. She tied a WNBA record for points in a game with 53. Congratulations to Marina Mabry.
Amazing.
53 points for Mabry. And again, she was let go by the Connecticut Sun, that terrible organization. And the Raptors, the Tempo jumped in and brought her in and had a historic night. It wasn't just Mabry's 53 tying Asia Wilson for the most points in a WNBA game, a record that was set 3 years ago. The Tempo had 125 points last night against LA, highest number of points in a WNBA regulation game in history. In history.
Wow.
Do you know how rare it is for an exhibition team fan base to have that type of night last night down at Coca-Cola Coliseum, about 100 yards away from BMO? That is a wild night. And you know what's crazy? With a chance to break the record, Mabry took herself out of the game with a minute to go. She was spent. I couldn't believe this, but that happened. It was like an insane night and selfless at the same time. I pulled a couple of clips. The first one you're going to hear is Mabry herself talk about this evening. And then Sandy Brondello, the head coach, talks about why Mabry took herself out of the game in the final minute. Here's how it sounded.
For one, I'll start with my teammates. When you have teammates that have your back and are literally passing up open layups to pass to you at the three-point line, that's an elite level of trust that I, couldn't be more grateful for. And then obviously my coach, I have the ultimate green light, but also holding me to a high standard of, making everybody else better too. So I think tonight was just my night from the three-point line and from honestly everywhere. But I don't know, whatever. It was all going in. But and then the fans, to have them chanting MVP, I don't know that I ever imagined that, but it was really a good feeling. And then especially just all my teammates celebrating me every quarter, every play. Those are the moments that I'm going to remember about this game more than anything.
Yeah, I was curious, what point did someone mention, hey, or if did anyone say at all, you're close to the record? At what point did you know?
Honestly, I was guarding the sideline, and Mikey was like, you need 3 more points. I was like, oh, okay. And then Sandy told me too. But sorry, Mikey beat you to it.
I think she wanted to come out, and I said, no,
I
you
was
got to
like,
stay
hey.
in. You got to go for this record.
I'm dying.
Near the end, she was done. She goes, I'm out.
I
We
don't
tried.
anymore. Sorry.
If I had a chance to set a single game scoring record, I am puking on the court before I come out of that game.
No, but I love it.
Puking.
Somebody who gives everything they have on the court but knows when they're done.
That is a wildly selfless move from Marina Mabry.
9 threes? Crazy.
That's a hell of a night.
And her sister was sitting courtside, I believe, for the first time this season or something like that.
That's wild.
That's crazy. It's a great show. It was awesome. And yeah, I love the MVP chance. Hell yeah. I love that they chose her to build this team around. She seems to have it all.
I got to get down to a game.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't know what you're going to see at Coca-Cola Coliseum right now.
They're on an 8-game homestand, I think.
Dude, Coca-Cola Coliseum the
It's
last
fun.
month, Calder Cup win from the Marlies,
Fair.
and the Tempo and Mabry set records left and right in their first season. First 2 months. That is so rare for fans of an expansion team to be able to get that level of entertainment.
It's true.
That's insane. Congratulations to Marina Mabry and the Toronto Tempo. Mabry matching a WNBA record 53 points last night in Toronto. Holy cow. Wow. Dan in the chat. Sid, you are selfless. You know it. There are minutes each day. Azo can confirm. At least 5 minutes a day I'm selfless.
That's true.
It's a great point. Great point. Flattery will get you everywhere. I know it's not overly flattering. A lot of kind of Toronto basketball stuff in the news cycle yesterday.
Oh boy.
Look, there's been one thing we're all kind of waiting for here with Kawhi Leonard this offseason, and we know what it is. For those who aren't familiar, let's just go through the story one more time. Pablo Torre last year had an expose on how Kawhi Leonard was hired to do work for a company called Aspiration in the States and got paid a lot of money under the table for it and did no work. And the receipts Pablo Torre had, the Pulitzer Prize winning reporter in the States, was staggering. Now, immediately fans of and owners of every other team in the NBA is like, well, that's circumventing the salary cap. That's a salary cap infraction. That's paying someone under the table when you were up against the cap. I don't like that. So the story we've been waiting on here is the investigation from Adam Silver in the NBA about what exactly is going to happen to the Clippers on this. And it could come down really at any moment. I think teams kind of want to know the situation ahead of free agency. I think the Clippers want to know their situation. There are people who think the Clippers are about to get docked 7 first-rounders. I think their next first-rounder is 2032. I have to take a look. But there are people who think the Clippers are going to get destroyed on this. There are some people who think Kawhi's contract is going to be voided. Who knows how this is going to play out? But they got caught red-handed on this, giving Kawhi extra money. That is a no-no in the salary cap world. A no-no. And this is the contract going back to 2019 after the Raptors won the NBA title. Uncle Dennis, the whole thing. So, like, we've all been waiting on this Kawhi Leonard thing. I have been sitting back with a grin on my face watching this failure of a tenure of Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers, knowing full well if he would have stayed in this city, they win 2 titles in 3 years. Minimum. And to hell with it the next year in the bubble. They would have won the title in the bubble. So we're all kind of waiting on this Kawhi thing. Yesterday, we're sitting here, and Azzo tells me, have you seen this tweet from Jake Fisher?
But hold on, can I say something
Go
quickly?
ahead.
Because I screwed up yesterday. Because I said it actually came out on draft night. I think at some point I said Bobby Webster. I meant Bobby Marks. Obviously, Bobby Webster is not an insider. Bobby Marks is. And on the desk, he had kind of mentioned Kawhi is draft or extension eligible, and the Clippers weren't sure where they were at with him, so they would explore trading him. And I believe it was Malika Andrews who was on the desk with him on draft night. She was pushing him like, who would be interested? And Bobby Marks said it would be. He's like, I'm hearing his past teams, which only leaves the Spurs and the Raptors as part of the teams who would be interested.
So that was put out there by ESPN on draft night.
On Bobby Marks. Bobby Marks started it.
So Jake Fisher of the Stein line continued it yesterday and tweeted out the following. While Kawhi Leonard's preference is to remain with the Clippers, league sources say the 2-time finals MVP would be open to signing an extension with Toronto amid the Raptors' own interest in reuniting with Leonard. One more time, just in case anyone's confused. Kawhi Leonard, who has 1 year left on his contract, currently 34 years old. He has 1 year left on his contract at $50 million, is now telling the world he wants to sign his next contract in 2 places that he knows, because the place he didn't know in the Clippers didn't work out so good. So this coward now wants to run it back in comfortable places who have always put up with his crazy. Toronto and San Antonio. The part that still blows me away about that tweet is that there was mutual interest with the Raptors and Bobby Webster. Now, is Kawhi Leonard still a good player? Yes. Yes, he is. He's 34. He's got some miles on him. He's your basketball Chris Tanev, but he's still talented. Now, let me try and be rational for a moment here. I'm not good at this, but let me try and be rational. If you're living in a world where the Raptors got to, say, the second round of the playoffs last year in an Eastern Conference that, like, isn't top-heavy, to put it mildly, I think I could buy the argument, if you're Bobby Webster and the Toronto Raptors, that you would go down this road again and welcome Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if it's for $50 million. I don't know what that guy would. I don't know what Uncle Dennis is asking for in that deal, but it's not going to be cheap, and it's not like you have a ton of cap space already. So something has to give. Maybe it's about to. I don't know. If you were like a second round team in the East, maybe. Like if I'm the Spurs, depending on how it ended, I would think about that way more than the Raptors. But I don't know what they're thinking. In San Antonio, they might be thinking, don't need them. And I don't think they do, considering how good and young that team is. But if you're Toronto and you're in the second round, and if you're in the East, I think it's a different conversation. And a guy like Kawhi, much like he did in 2018, 2019, could make a big difference in a conference that doesn't have the league's best player in it. Because all those players are in the West. So I can rationalize that if that were the situation. The Raptors have not won a first-round series consistently in a long time in this league. Just from a competitive standpoint of where you are as a team, Spending $50 million on a 34, 35, 36-year-old player, if you're the Raptors, is a weird look to me. Weird look. That's the rational thing. I'm going to leave that here. In my other ear is emotional Sid. And emotional Sid won't shut up. Because emotional Sid has some pride. Emotional Sid remembers. Emotional Sid remembers when Azzo and I are in a building where CP24 becomes the Kawhi Leonard network and everyone's wondering, where's he going? He's going to talk to Masai, going to talk to Tannenbaum, Ed Rogers, Cope when Cope was running Bell. Who's he talking to? Do you remember what he asked the Raptors to mortgage to get Paul George into this city? It was everything. The Raptors would have never recovered. They'd be the Clippers now. That's what that selfish SOB Kawhi was asking the Raptors to do when he had him over a barrel. Team player, my ass. And by the way, if you get Kawhi now, you think you're getting hungry Kawhi from 2018 on the verge of free agency? You're not. Kawhi Leonard, after he reached the highest of heights for this city, disrespected everybody on the way out. I will only stay with your franchise if you mortgage everything. How did that work out in LA? Real smart GM Kawhi Leonard is. Brilliant. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's on another team now because of him. Never forget that. I believe this city, it's the butt of some jokes from hockey, has a pretty good baseball history despite what happened at the end of last year, and this is an NBA championship city. This city still has some pride. To hell with Kawhi Leonard and whatever he wants. Oh, now he wants something. What does he want? The Raptors wanted to run it back. Lowry, Serge, all these guys sitting right there. Pascal, all of them. Ready to go. The revelation of Fred VanVleet. Ready to run it back. He couldn't wait to get out of here. On Drake's plane, he got out of here. We gave him the plane. Iceman gave Kawhi the plane. No one cares less about anything than Kawhi Leonard about everything. And you're going to put him back in your organization because he wants familiarity now. To hell with Kawhi Leonard. Draft all the defensive wings in the world before you go back into that pool. At 34? Bobby Webster, please. Please. I'm going to get on my knees. I'm getting on my knees. Please. Do not bring back Kawhi. Why would you bring back Kawhi? He has the loyalty of a gnat. This is not the guy you want in your organization. The Clippers are ruined. They're ruined. Do not bring Kawhi back. Don't do it. To hell with him. To hell with him. Stupid Kawhi. Azzo, do you want Kawhi back?
I just want to say, some people in the chat, let me find it here. Howard says, your emotional side wins, Sid. Go with that.
Usually does.
Yeah, it's true. It usually does.
Usually does.
Listen, I think that's a state of the NBA, though. You have to consider something like this if you want to take the next step or reach that upper tier of the NBA. You have to consider it. I'm with you.
So hold on, but like
how do the Raptors go from the mid-tier team to that top tier, to the top two?
I would argue with you the Raptors aren't even mid-tier. The Raptors have not won a playoff series in a while.
I'm with you. So how do they get out of that, though?
If they're like game 6, 7, second round, the rational part of me will start to hear that. The emotional part of me will never want to hear that.
I took Cleveland in 7 games. Cleveland ends up in the conference finals.
Cleveland's on my bar.
I agree.
Cleveland in the Western Conference is a 7th seed.
No, but to your point,
okay?
the East is that open, maybe.
But still, you do need a base in an open. Like when the Raptors acquired Kawhi in 2018, they had a really good base.
Yeah, no, I know, man.
An amazing base.
I'm not arguing with you on the emotional side. I totally agree. I think they would have run it back, and I'm so pissed that they didn't get to.
This guy tried to set a grenade in your organization, man.
Yeah.
There's no debating it. Look at the Clippers and what he did to it. He did that to the Clippers.
And look at OKC.
OKC says, thank you.
Yeah, and now
no problem.
Yep.
You can't do this with Kawhi.
You're right about the hunger.
The Spurs will not do this with Kawhi,
I don't think so.
I guarantee you they won't.
I found it more weird that they were even considering
well,
it.
Well, because Kawhi's putting it out there.
Yeah, it's true.
Sources are telling Kawhi wants to go back to the Spurs.
No, it's true. No, you're right. On the hunger you'd get from Kawhi right now and how there's no loyalty, you're bang on with all of that. I just think the NBA is a tough league to take that next step, and you consider things like this because of that.
I just don't think the Raptors are also that close. Chris in the chat, but we got Grady Dick.
But he's open for a trade too. Can you send him back?
Oh, for sure. There you go.
Grady Dick, Kawhi, straight up.
Hey, his game face doesn't take days off.
No.
His game face doesn't take days off.
It needs to be.
Yeah, you know what does? His 3-point shot.
No, it takes many days.
Yes.
Off. Oh man. No, I'm with you. I totally.
No, but let's
agree.
listen. I want to be clear on this. I hate this.
Yeah.
Azzo, yes or no, are you open to the idea of re-signing Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors at the age of 34?
No.
You're not?
No.
You're not?
No.
Seriously, you're not?
No, I'm not.
I thought you'd be the other way on that. Interesting.
No. But I just don't know how the Raptors, I think you consider it. That's all I said, but I say no in the end. Because you're right. This guy's got no loyalty. He's okay with destroying franchises. Like, there's no chance.
Drew Mega in the chat. Never say never. Patrick in the chat. Pirtle for Kawhi? TMB in the chat. Bring back Bargnani. Jay in the chat. F no. Richard in the chat. Clippers are a flawed franchise. Stealthy Sammy in the chat. Dick for the claw.
Oh, man. It is. You know what's going to piss me off more? If this is, and it seems to be just leverage from Kawhi, that he thinks he can use Toronto again. He used them once before, and he's trying to use them again.
But see, here's the thing. Listen, a lot of people are going to agree with that take because it makes a lot of sense. I believe there's something coming down in terms of this aspiration investigation with the NBA and the cap circumvention.
Definitely.
There is something like Kawhi is going to be nuclear by the time this is over. So he's trying to set this up now.
Yeah.
He's got 1 year left with the Clippers. He's telling them he's not re-signing. He pulled a Brady Kachuk on the Clippers, which is so ironic. And now he wants to at least know his landing spot when he becomes a pariah. He may have already become a pariah. Now, this is the NBA. Teams will give people chances all day.
That's part
I
of
understand
my point.
it.
Yes.
The city of Toronto have been on this roller coaster before. He does not give a damn about anyone in the city. Anything.
No, not just the city. Anybody but him. And maybe Paul George.
This organization gave him every day off he wanted, worked with him every step of the way on a health plan, on a load management regimen. Still told everyone to suck it.
It's true.
In a pretty public way. Listen,
true.
He's also a free agent. Raptors kind of took that roll of the dice. I understand. But we've seen it now, is my point. I have the whole canvas in front of me. I'm at the ROM, okay? I'm at the AGO in Toronto. Not the ROM. I'm at the AGO. And I got the whole painting in front of me.
Yep.
I've seen this guy's act. I don't want it. The Clippers are ruined.
It's true. History's all right there for everybody to see. You're bang on. Fool me once, fool me twice. What's that saying?
Fool me once. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you won't get fooled again.
There you go.
That's what it is.
There you go. There's your transition to Jesse.
Okay. Manny in the chat. Plant Man approves. Remember Plant Man at the Coactus?
Yeah.
The Coactus was one of my favorite parts of that.
I like your new one. Instead of the Kawhi and Dine, why Kawhi?
Why?
Why? Kawhi?
Kawhi, why?
Yeah. I like it.
Well, Bobby Webster's interested, though. That to me makes this a whole different thing.
To me, that's more a state of the NBA where you have to consider.
Or
there's some contracts he needs to get out of. If it helps that, I don't know. Again, let me see the full package.
He's making $50 million, man. What do you think he's going to take? He's going to make $8 million? What are you going to pay for a 34-year-old guy who you cannot trust as far as you can throw him?
Yeah.
He's not a leader.
No, not at all.
Kawhi Leonard was not the leader of the Raptors when they won that title. That was Kyle's team.
Yep.
That was Marc Gasol's team.
But he set a tone with them a little bit.
Like, look, they needed him in the big moments, but it's not like it's not like he was speech guy.
Mm-hmm. No, not at all.
Like,
wouldn't even give Norman Powell a dab before they went out there. Remember?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, but that's game face Kawhi. I don't mind game face Kawhi.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. He set that tone with them. He might not have been a leader, but he set a business tone with them.
Paulie in the chat, Kawhi to the Golden Knights? Maybe. Golden Knights are in on everybody.
Everybody.
Golden Knights are in on everybody. Drew Mega in the chat. Remember, Boardman gets paid. Well, at 34, Boardman doesn't get paid all the time. At some point, you're not going to get paid.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard's entering a very interesting moment in his career where he's not maybe going to get everything he wants. He's got all the money in the world, so he wins. This city needs some more pride than that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you
sorry.
on there. Nobody can argue that. I'm with you.
You know who's going to get Kawhi? Sorry. Dallas is going to get Kawhi.
No. Masai's smarter than that, ain't he?
Masai's going after he's playing all the hits, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you kidding?
True.
Masai's ready to... Masai... The Dallas Mavericks are getting Kawhi Leonard. 100%.
Like, this Kawhi thing...
100%.
Yeah, no. But you're right. He could be just nuclear pretty soon, depending when this NBA thing comes down.
But again, no one can do anything until this news comes out.
Right.
Which is why his reps are starting to wet people's whistle. I get what they're trying to do. I just don't like it. Neeps in the chat. Kawhi is a decoy. We keep heading back.
Did you see some of the World Cup news that just came out? Well, not about an hour ago when we started.
No, what I miss?
Norway will be heavily rotating or sitting guys against France today. Up to 10 players who started against Senegal will be on the bench.
Really?
Yeah, including Erling Haaland.
Like, they know they win the group if they win that game, right?
I don't know. Does that add to, like, the Haaland clip we played the other day? Norwegian star Erling Haaland will not start on Friday against France.
Well, it's interesting because right now, like if Norway stay second in that group, they're first. The four teams they face in the bracket first, like they would get Ivory Coast in the round of 32, and then they get the winner of Brazil-Japan.
Oh, wow.
And I think like Brazil look a bit better to me than I anticipated, but I still don't know if they're world beaters.
It is hard to tell in this World Cup given the big field.
Meanwhile, if you go up to France's side, like France could play Germany in the next round.
Whoa.
As it stands right now, France would get Sweden in the round of 32 and get the winner of Germany-Paraguay. And then in the quarters, they'd have to play Canada. I don't know if it's going to be Canada. It's official, by the way. Canada and South Africa. The only World Cup game Sunday, by the way. There's one World Cup game Sunday.
Really?
It's Canada-South Africa, 3 p.m. Eastern in L.A.
Whoa, I didn't notice that. No way.
South African Canada winner now officially gets Netherlands Morocco winner. That's tough, but it's the World Cup. Breaking news. You got to play teams. Listen, Canada, let's tell it like it is. They've beaten one team in this tournament, and it was a garbage team. So let's see what they got here.
Yeah, to that point, can I just, like, everybody's complaining that Canada doesn't get to play in Vancouver in this next round. I'm starting to come over to your side where it might actually help them to be in the U.S. for this next
Just the
game.
starts need to be a little better.
No, so they're focused on the game and not distracted by other things. And what you got as a host was a bit of a soft group that helped you advance.
Of course you did.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you're right. They only won one game. And
they should have won the group, though.
Yes, agreed.
They should
could
have.
But they had their moments in the other two games, but they didn't have great full games against them.
Now awake in the chat. South Africa's ranked 55th, so Canada should win. It's not that simple with the
But I just wanted to make, as a host, you got a bit of a soft group.
You did. You did.
So the fact you're not getting to play at home in this next round, I get it. I get why people are pissed.
I'm super pissed at that.
Yeah.
Super pissed
Well,
at
because
that.
they should have earned it. Not
Yes.
because they're the host.
But just to let everyone know here, because like part of the fun thing online is the live result by result movement of the round of 32 graphics, because then you see where everyone's. I have to say, I said this to Azo before the show. Damn it, Argentina's draw right now. It looks really good for Argentina.
And they were looking pretty good.
Can I walk you through Argentina's side of the bracket? They get Uruguay in the round of 32. As of right now, they get Uruguay. Uruguay are an oddly bad team for a team that has some talent on it sometimes. So Argentina get Uruguay in the round of 32. Then they get the winner of Australia, Iran. Come on. And then the 4 teams opposite them are Switzerland, Algeria, Colombia, Croatia. Portugal could slide into that slot. Might have like a Portugal-Argentina quarterfinal if Portugal win the group. Portugal have to win the group, which means they got to win tomorrow night in Miami. But Argentina's draw right now looks very good. Very damn good for Argentina. That's all I'll say. Not that they can't be good teams. Of course they can. But man, that's tasty. So back to Canada. Canada, I believe they train today in Vancouver, and then they fly down to Los Angeles for what is technically a noon local time start in Los Angeles for Canada. And they'll be on that Vancouver clock. Like, it'll feel like noon for them. As Alistair Johnston said yesterday, carving up at 8 in the morning is weird before a game, but they're going to have to do it.
Would have had to do that in Vancouver kind of too, wouldn't they?
Well, they haven't had a noon start in Vancouver.
Right. Yeah, that's true too.
Couple things we did notice as well, and I think it's worth pointing out. TSN's ratings were down for the Switzerland game.
That's crazy.
Not by a ton, but like enough where people noticed. I don't like that.
No, me neither. They
I
should
don't
be going
like
up
that.
Each game. That was the most important game of the groups.
I don't like that at all. And then you're telling the fans about decoys and this and that. It's not healthy.
Can I address that too? Everybody seems to think it's the media mad about all that. I don't think it is.
I think more fans are upset at that than you think.
Like, that's what it is. These fans who are trying to get on board, who have heard so much about Alphonso Davies.
100%.
Everyone's like, I can't understand why the media is so mad that he lied to them. I think it's more about fans wanting to see Davies, wanting to see this team at their best.
Listen, I've seen Leaf fans when all of a sudden Austin Matthews is Dankeschöning in Germany and not being explained anything. How did that feel? Yeah. How did that feel? Exactly. So so we're here. We might as well stay here. The Alphonso Davies thing. Alphonso Davies did not play on Canadian soil in this World Cup. Let that absorb.
Sink in.
There's a lot going on here. I did notice a report out of Germany from a Sky reporter, Florian Plettenberg, who's approaching 700,000 followers on Twitter, and he's putting this out. The plan at Bayern Munich is for Nathaniel Brown, who they signed for $55 million from Eintracht Frankfurt, to be the starter at left back for Bayern. Bayern would also be open to selling Davies should he decide he doesn't want to be a backup.
Wow.
Davies has lost his job at Bayern, guys. So if Bayern's calling these shots and Canada's listening, we're listening to a team that's about to sell Davies. So who cares? The idiocy, if that's how this is playing out. The idiocy. If Bayern's calling the shots, which they may. Bayern are about to sell this guy because they got his replacement in Nathaniel Brown. If you watch the Germany games, you've seen how good he is. First 2 games specifically. So that's the one rumor I saw from Davies. Let's get back to the whole decoy thing from the game the other day against Switzerland, where we were told Davies was available, and then after the game, while giggling his way through it, Jesse Marsh said he was never available. So obviously that meant the media yesterday didn't ask any questions about it. Just kidding. It's the only question. The decoy thing. Jesse Marsh was obviously defensive about it. And I think we should listen to this together about the decoy comment. Because Jesse Marsh legitimately, keep this in mind as you listen to this, he legitimately thinks Canada earned a strong competitive advantage by doing that, by lying to the country about the best player in Canadian men's history, who you've been telling everyone is close. This is what he said yesterday.
I'll address Alfonso. Like, it's funny that some people want to say, like, why was I using Alfonso as a decoy? Like, it's the World Cup. Like, we're not like playing a friendly match. This is a competitive environment where we want to win, and any advantage we can get, even if it's a 2 or 3% advantage where the opponent has to think a little bit more, then we want them to have to do that. So I'm certainly not apologizing for that, and we will continue to find little ways in our messaging how to, be clear on who we are and what we want to achieve in matches and in moments, but also find competitive advantages.
So once again, I want to be clear about this. That guy from America is trying to convince you Canada had a competitive advantage while being a goal down, and a draw would keep them in Canada, not playing Davies. There was some large competitive advantage before the game saying, he was available. So at any point, does Switzerland kind of look across the field, not see him warm up, and realize he's not coming out? You think they're dumb? You think they're dumb? You good, bro? One of the dumbest things I've heard from any coach in this country in any sport. That he got some type of competitive advantage doing that. He lost trust with the fan base. He lost trust with the media. He might have lost trust with some of the guys in that room. And they lost. But Canada got the competitive advantage. Sure. Jesse Marsh thinks very little of you, just in case you were wondering. Very little. Very little of you. So with all that said, and now it's like the most ludicrous question that anyone in the media can ask Jesse Marsh, but you have to ask it. Is Davies playing on Sunday against South Africa?
Will Davies play on Sunday?
Yes.
Jesse.
Nobody's going to take that as anything but hyperbole, but he's going to play.
Is he going to start?
We'll see.
Wait a second. Gross. Wait a second. Can I hear the clip one more time?
Of course.
Play.
Will Davies play on Sunday?
Yes.
Jesse.
Nobody's going to take that as anything but hyperbole, but he's going to play.
Is he going to start?
We'll see.
What is hyperbole? I'm assuming he's trying to say hyperbole.
Yes.
What is hyperbole?
He's bullying the fans.
He's on the verge of hyperbullying the media
Yes,
into believing his BS.
Exactly.
Guy can become head coach of America. I now see why.
Yep.
But now it's like, I've rarely, listen, at least the Leafs will to your face say, I'm not telling you. I've never seen a guy handle the media so poorly where it makes the Leafs' approach to injury announcements look good. But that's what Jesse Marsh has just done. Now, he's also hoping in that, we didn't have time to pull the clips, that Steph Eustachio would also play. What the hell that means, I'm not sure, because he missed the first part of the game.
It's not an injury.
So Canada don't believe that for their captain and alternate captain, you really deserve to know anything. That's up to them. There's a reason Canada soccer have been irrelevant in this country for so long, and you're seeing it. You're seeing it.
Yep.
A lot of us have tried with Canada soccer for a long time. And Kevin Blue has done some good things. I'll give him credit. All of what I'm about to say is not on Kevin Blue, the president of Canada Soccer. It's the same pathetic act that you've always seen whenever they get more than 3 cameras down at practice. They don't know how to react, Canada Soccer. They're used to one. They're used to, like, Josh Cloak from The Athletic, and that's it. Down at some camp in Florida. That's what they're used to. They're not used to this Canada Soccer. They got the yips right now. They don't know how to handle it. Their PR people, they can barely handle like Toronto media, let alone global media. They don't know how to do it. And they got a coach who can't do this. You can't do it either. I have a hard time believing Alphonso Davies doesn't play any minutes on Canadian soil in the biggest moment in the men's program's history, but is ready to go in South Africa. I have a hard time believing that for a lot of reasons. One, I don't believe Jesse Marsh. Two, that would be lunacy to make Canadian fans hop on flights that they can't afford to go down to LA to watch Alphonso Davies. Now, some of you might be saying, all right, listen, Alphonso Davies, he just wasn't ready. He was close. He was close to playing against Switzerland. He wasn't ready. Fine. Do you know who suggested that Alphonso Davies go on vacation for 3 days in Mallorca instead of training? It was Jesse Marsh. Maybe if he spends the 3 days with the team and the physios, instead of having a night out and then talking to us and then saying, pull the interview, then maybe he'd be ready right now. Maybe that's also on Canada Soccer, if he's that close. I don't think he's that close. But maybe that's also on Canada Soccer. I don't know if you can pick up what I'm putting down. Canada Soccer can't get a subway order ready properly, let alone run this tournament. They called up 6 injured guys. They were asking for it the whole time. They're lucky they got the straw. They're going to win that game Sunday. They're going to fail upwards and win that game. It's going to be in spite of Marsh and everyone behind the scenes. Now, contrary to my tone, I am looking forward to Sunday. And Azo and I will be here because Alistair Johnson's ready for that game. And Richie Laray is ready for that game. Hopefully, Steph Eustachio is ready for that game. Losing to that game, or losing to that team in South Africa, non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. On paper, this is 4-1. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's 4-1. One excuse after the other from Jesse Marsh. You know what he's saying now? Now it was quite the circus in BC. Maybe it's good to get away from it. And you know what he said when he got to BC? It was quite the circus in Toronto. Maybe it's good we got away from it. We're starting to figure this guy out.
Play the hits.
My God. Go ahead, Azo.
We have a Leafs trade.
What?
Darren Dreger reporting Leafs have made a trade. Traded rights to Erson to Ottawa for a 5th-round pick. Nothing crazy. But the goalie they just got from Philly.
Oh, yeah. Sammy Erson.
Yeah.
Sammy Erson's terrible. You'll fit in perfectly in Ottawa.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Erson's going to be their big backup that they were looking for?
I guess. Sorry, I know you were on a good thing there, but.
Oh, my God.
So they flipped that. They got their 5th back.
Is that, sorry, Dreger?
Yeah.
Thank you for interrupting.
No problem.
I had enough of Jesse Marsh anyway.
No, but
I lay the roof.
can I have mine a little? Anyway.
Hold on. Let's land on this for a second. Erson to Ottawa for a 5th.
Yep. They were going to flip. They had to do something.
So the Leafs have 3 goalies now.
Yes.
And according to John Chaika yesterday, Anthony Stolarz is ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I might be checking in on some other guys too.
Well, you would hope.
Yeah, you need to be.
Ottawa Senator fans, I wouldn't like this. I'm sorry.
For a 5th.
Steve Stayhouse has had a good 48, 72 hours since the Brady Tkachuk trade. And I like the Brady Tkachuk trade.
Yeah.
William Eklund, I like. Makes sense to me. Young player, locked up for a bit. Good for the Ottawa Senators. Erson is trash. Trash as a goalie. And all you had, listen, Linus Ullmark missed 35 days away from the team last year, right? You have to budget at certain points because Linus Ullmark has been very public about stuff he's gone through. The organization's been very supportive. It's the way it is. You need a better backup than Erson. Sorry. That's not going to cut it, guys. Azo, I'm looking into the future. We need like a crystal ball or something where like you can like throw me a crystal ball.
Okay.
I'm looking into
Throw it to you.
I'm looking in. We'll gently put it here,
Okay.
baby. I'm looking into the future for the Ottawa Senators. By December, Bruce Garriock of the Ottawa Sun will write a story. Stay out shopping for a new backup goaltender. Erson's struggles are causing a problem for Travis Green's team. I'm looking into the future. By December 10th in the Ottawa Sun, that story
That'd be a pretty good
will
bet.
be written.
Is Tristan Jarry available? I'm kidding.
Is Tristan Jarry available?
Maybe.
In what world would someone like take all of Tristan Jarry's contract?
I know.
I don't know.
Oh man.
I hate this for Sens fans so much.
It does suck.
At least you didn't give anything up for him. Fifth, who cares?
But you know what I've noticed
fifth.
today? Listen, Ottawa could follow, Buffalo could follow. It serves up a playoff spot for the Leafs next year.
I mean, I don't know if the Sens are going to fall out
No, I know.
that much.
Well, they still have to make moves, though.
Oh, they do.
I'm just saying, there could be a fight. Like, there is a path back to the playoffs for the Leafs.
By the way, so the Leafs get their fifth rounder they gave up in the Darren Radish deal.
Exactly. They get that back. That's what I was saying.
Because we all know fifth rounders are where it's at.
So much.
It's all about the fifth rounders.
Oh, it's true.
Okay. But goaltending wise from the Leafs, like what's going on there?
I think that speaks to them checking in on somebody else and maybe something else coming.
Would Hellebuck think about it?
It's a great question.
Guys like that, though, like I always make the assumption when a Connor Hellebuck says I want out, I think there's a lot of I don't want to be in Canada too. Like I mean, especially in this day and age, I think you have to bring it up.
Or does he just want to be in a major market? He
Well,
could.
I got news. Anyone from America who has no idea about this country, I got news for you. Toronto, hockey, major market.
That's what I mean.
I got news for you. Y'all don't know, not your fault.
Maybe Austin
But I'm
convinced
telling
them
you.
at the Olympics.
But it is, I always make that assumption. The American captain who wins the Presidential Medal of Freedom, Connor Hellebuck, if he says I want out of Winnipeg, ergo de facto 2-4, I want out of Canada. That's what I think. Any other hockey stuff before we go back to the soccer?
Not that I've seen. That's the last thing I saw. So
Okay.
Just wanted to jump
Your
over.
soccer takes or what? As Canada gets ready for South Africa, the only game on the World Cup schedule
On
Sunday,
Sunday.
3
That's
p.m.
crazy.
Eastern. That's gonna be wild.
No, I'm with you, and I wanted to bring that up with the fans and how like it's not just the media mad at this guy. This is a guy who begged for a sea of red at all these Canadian games. He's the guy who stayed on the field and tried to tell fans to stay hyped for this. And then he's the one who's always letting them down with this false hope that this guy's going to play. And anybody who knows he's not starting, like even that, like we haven't even seen him up yet. Like he's going to start, like maybe, like no, he's not, right?
Well, eventually every goalie makes their first start.
No, sorry, I'm talking about Davies.
Oh, Davies. Sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry.
for
I
Jesse
thought we were
Marsh.
saying the Leafs. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I thought you said your soccer teams.
Sorry.
I thought you
Go
asked me for
go
my
ahead.
soccer
I screwed
teams.
that up.
Sorry, yeah. No, I'm
My
saying Jesse Marsh. He's the one who's asking for all these fans to be interested.
See, that's what
State
bothers
community.
me. That's
Yeah,
what bothers
agreed.
me. Come along for the ride. What's going on? Shut up.
Yeah.
It's like that?
And then trying to prey on them not knowing anything. Yeah, maybe he'll start. There's no way that guy's starting on Sunday.
The excuse machine already out of this guy was kind of crazy. He's like, okay, let's gather together. It's a movement. He leaves Toronto. Yeah, Toronto's a bit of a circus. I think we can kind of concentrate more. They're in Vancouver. This is great. They're about to leave Vancouver. You know what? A lot of distractions at the hotel. A lot of family. Kind of a circus. Let's get to LA. What?
Yeah. And then
I don't like excuses, dude. I'm not a fan.
And what was
I'm not a fan of excuses.
And truly and all, you can tell me this because again, you're the soccer guy way more than the two of us. But like, even if first of all, Davies is not moving off the bench. Like nobody would even consider that he was ever.
He
coming
didn't
close.
warm up.
He doesn't even look like he wants to be there.
Hey, smart guy Marsh, you want Davies as a decoy? Warm him up.
Get him moving. He's not
Get
even
him
moving.
up off his ass off the Gatorade bin.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Like he's not even moving around on the bench. So how?
He's a decoy. Davies back, arms folded.
And because Switzerland had to answer, 3 questions on him? Like, what would be the
dumbest
tactic?
argument I've ever heard is a decoy. Then use him as a decoy. Put him out there. Warm him up the whole game.
And what's
He's been jogging with that physio. What's the physio's name?
I don't know.
Clattenburg? I don't know what that guy's, the
He's a
German guy.
decathlete
You know
or
the guy I'm talking
Yeah,
about. The guy's been running around with in the video for 3 weeks.
He's apparently a decathlete. I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. But and then what is the tactical
Sorry,
change?
I didn't mean to yell at you.
No,
He is a
you're not
decathlete.
yelling at me.
I just didn't
But no, you're right to not care. What was I going to say? But even what is the tactical advantage? Switzerland would put 2 guys on them and maybe make one little change on
Like Switzerland's some stupid
I know. That's what I'm
national
saying,
organization
though.
that have no experience.
What's really the tactical advantage?
What the hell are you talking about?
It takes 5 seconds to talk about what they do. Like, come on, dude. It's just crazy to me.
Paulie Mack in the chat. Jesse Marsh playing 2D chess.
Somebody said 1D chess.
1D chess.
It's all getting to be ridiculous. Like, I think he's gotten lost in his own
He
gamesmanship.
keeps claiming he was a decoy. He didn't even get him up to warm up.
Davies did not move. And his body language looks awful on the bench. Like, he knows he's not coming in. Now, would Bayern try and protect them more if they were looking to sell him?
Bayern does not spend $55 million on a kid who plays the same position as Davies because they like Davies.
Yeah, no, I know.
I got news for you.
But I'm just saying, does that make them protect them even more if they're looking to
Who protect who even more?
Bayern to protect Davies if they're looking to maybe
Dude,
sell him
I
off
think
or
I think
something?
they're looking for one more reason to get off of Davies.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. This Nathaniel Brown kid, it looks fantastic. Looks really solid.
On a positive note, did you see the story where Fulham's checked in with Celtic on Alistair Johnson? You think he can make that point?
Alistair Johnston.
Johnston.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnston.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Good
You
player.
think he can make that transition to the EPL?
It's a leap.
Yeah, it is.
It's like way more difficult than the Scottish soccer he's playing now.
Right.
Listen, I thought Alistair Johnston, that performance against Switzerland alone, I think he's ready for a Premier League shot.
Fantastic.
Mid-level to low level, which is Fulham. Fulham's mid-level. And Fulham have like a new head coach coming in, Arbeloa, like he used to run Real Madrid. I don't know if he's a great coach. I don't know if it's the best situation for Alistair Johnston. I think it's definitely worth. Listen, it's a pay bump. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. But that performance against Switzerland, like what teams in Europe look for, guys, and it's the same in the Champions League. You play a great Champions League game and prove you can play in that league, or you play great against opposition from a Champions League country. Man, scouts will remember that. Like Barcelona just paid an insane amount of money for like an average winger, but he scored 10 Champions League goals and Anthony Robertson from Newcastle, and Barcelona's like, we have to have that guy. It's that simple sometimes.
Yeah.
And Alistair Johnston had that kind of game against Switzerland. He did. Good for him.
Yep. I just wanted to shout him out. At least that's a positive note, especially after the game we saw him have against Switzerland. I thought it was worth it.
Patrick in the chat, same with Saliba. I agree. I thought Saliba had a hell of a game. Hell of a game.
Is there a Canadian already? Is it Luke on Fulham already?
He's Fulham property, but they loaned him out to Belgium. Like it's tough to get games. They have some pretty good defenders at Fulham. So like he's technically still Fulham. Look at the soccer guy, Jeff Ezebart.
Right?
Look at this.
I get into it.
Look at
by the way, the Leafs have officially announced the trade. It's a 5th in 2027.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I keep hearing from the scouts, worst 5th round they've ever seen is in 2027.
It's for a sign and trade next year.
There you go.
Can use it for a sign and trade next year.
It's chestnut checkers. Yeah. John Chaika.
So it's a
sorry, Anthony Gordon. I got the name wrong. It was Anthony Gordon from Newcastle.
5th
5th rounder in 2027?
Yeah.
Sens fans, good luck with Samuel Ayres.
It's a 5th rounder.
But that's a need, Azzo.
No,
that was
I
a
know.
need.
I know.
You're going to miss Linus Ullmark for a while most seasons.
Yeah.
Just kind of deal with it. This is not like the backup goalie in Ottawa is not like the backup goalie situation in so many other places. You can budget that Linus Ullmark because of mental health issues he's openly talked about, just kind of needs to take a step back. And the organization supported him. Great. You do need to cover that off. That's 5 weeks of the year, maybe. Hopefully not, but this year it was. Cost him a seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have been further up in the Atlantic. Who knows?
You're right.
Especially the way they closed the year.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Betty in the chat. James Reimer not coming back to Ottawa? Sure seems like it.
Yeah, wow. How old is Reimer now?
Reimer's up there, dude. But he was talking about retirement after, like in the end of season media avails.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think James Reimer is? What do you think?
I don't even know. No.
Dude, his first season in the league was 98.
Come
no,
on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was going to say.
It's 2010. James Reimer is 38 years old.
I said 36.
He doesn't turn 39 till next March.
There you go. He's got time.
No. We saw him play last year. I don't know if he has time. I don't know if he has time.
He's like Philip Rivers, just sticks around.
It's an interesting comment from Gabriel in the chat. Ottawa Senators are still a playoff team.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
I still think they have work to do, but I think they could fight for a spot.
I think they can fight for a spot.
Yeah, I think they're...
For sure.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. There's going to be a little
like
battle.
The thing with the Sens that I have to remember, and a lot of people have to remember, is like I don't think anyone saw the injury situation at the end of the year the way the Sens saw it. Yeah. That blue line was decimated. And guys tried to come back. Was it Thomas Chabot had the broken forearm and came back?
Mm-hmm.
Like they had guys pushing through stuff. Jake Sanderson was hurt. Like that was tough on the Sens and Travis Green.
Definitely.
I don't like making excuses a lot for teams, but that was kind of ridiculous. And they still got in the playoffs, and they still, I mean, they got swept.
Well, they had a whole year
But-
that was just full of turmoil, and weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's a ton of weird stuff.
Yeah.
You would hope the weird has left.
You would hope so.
Because Brady Tkachuk brought a lot of that on.
Yeah.
Not all of it. A lot of that on. Real in the chat. Does Hellebuck end up in Buffalo? There's no way, guys. There's no way. I still say Vegas and Hellebuck need to be watched very closly.
How could you argue that?
Very closely.
Well, what Vegas has done in the past, how do you argue that?
I think that's the lowest hanging fruit. Like, no one's bringing up Vegas. Everyone's like, wow, Buffalo wants him. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. This is a good warm-up for the draft tonight.
It is.
Very good warm-up.
Yeah. At least we got one, but I think things are moving.
Oh, things are moving for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they're not moving? At Rogers Center.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's start with the good news. Because they are the two leading vote getters after this stage of All-Star voting, Shohei Ohtani and Ernie Clement are the first two starters in the All-Star game coming up next month.
You go, Ernie.
Ernie Clement. Good for you, brother. I want to, Azo, can I bring this up?
Yeah.
And I don't want to kill people we know on air. That's not my intention.
Mm-hmm.
But in hindsight, things happen and takes go cold, and it is what it is. I have a Sportsnet staff story from March 14th, 2023 in front of me.
Okay.
Here's the headline. Blue Jays sign Ernie Clement to minor league deal. Extend spring training invitation.
Wow.
It goes on to say that he was drafted in the 4th round by the Guardians in 2017. Blah, blah, blah. Was DFA'd twice. The A's had released Clement just the Sunday prior. But in the middle of this column on Sportsnet back in 2023 is a Ben Nicholson-Smith tweet about Ernie Clement. I love Ben Nicholson-Smith. Good dude, good reporter, works very hard.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the tweet that Ben put out on March 14th, 2023. And I feel comfortable doing this because I've done it a million times in my life. Blue Jays sign utility player Ernie Clement, minor league deal, invitation to spring training. He bats right, 26, career 525 OPS in the majors. So keep offensive expectations in check. Completely valid take in the moment.
Very.
Completely valid take from Ben Nicholson-Smith. What has happened since is Ernie Clement now holds the record for most hits in one postseason in Major League Baseball. He had 30 last year. And he's 3rd in the American League in hits right now, behind Yordan Alvarez and Diaz from Tampa. Yandy Diaz from Tampa.
Yeah.
Forgive me. And Ernie Clement has gone from that type of copy in 2023 to the only person in the American League to get 3 million votes and nearly got as many as Shohei in this round of voting. It's a hell of a story. And the greatest part, listen, the Jays have some weird things going on, like no healthy pitchers or good ones. And Vladdy has not hit a home run at Rogers Center this season. But Ernie Clement is still there, is still playing well. He's also banged up. He's got the hip thing. And Clement is not a free agent until 2029, guys. Like, the Jays have a gem on their hands. Hopefully Clement doesn't get sour about being put through arbitration every year. We'll see how that goes. But Ernie Clement might be the best story in Toronto sports right now. Not even close.
Here, here.
Gavin McKenna tonight's going to be close. It's going to be a great moment for McKenna and his family, and his story is crazy. The miles that he has traveled. He's been away from home since he's been like 13. But Ernie Clement is a movie. And yesterday he reflected on getting to this point, and you can just, it's great to hear players not take anything for granted. And that is Ernie Clement.
And myself, staying true to who I am and just never giving up. I mean, I got DFA'd twice. I've been released. I've been optioned more times than I can count, but I just stuck around long enough to earn more and more opportunity, and I'm just so grateful that Toronto and these coaches, the staff here, the front office have just given me an amazing opportunity. And the least I can do is play well and pay it back to them. You got to give credit to Canadians and Blue Jays fans. They know how to vote, so it's really cool. It's such a great honor, and I feel the love. So it's really cool, and I'm grateful.
Ernie Clement, the only person along with Shohei Ohtani to get 3 million votes in the last round of All-Star voting in Major League Baseball. Games in Philadelphia next month. I mean, Vladdy. Now the voting process. Listen, I have to be honest with you. I don't live and die with the voting process of any All-Star game whatsoever. I do find it interesting. MLB are wiping out all the votes right now and starting from scratch in this next round, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. Thoughts on Ernie Clement, Azo?
He's just such a likable guy. He plays the game the right way. He is an unconventional hitter because he swings at everything, but he makes contact with everything too. So I could see why BNS said that and why two teams maybe gave up on him and DFA'd him. And, I think he's been very public about this, where he was DFA'd and, he got down on his spirits and he just said, hey, I'm going to be me. The Jays gave him that opportunity. So you're right. It's a movie. It's a great story. But I can also understand Nathan Lucas is almost the same. Tampa DFA'd him and because they wanted to change him. He wouldn't change. Jays let him be him. It does make me question the Jays just letting everybody do their own thing, which I think is very obvious with the way Vladdy's struggling this year. The other thing I found interesting yesterday when Hazel asked him about him and being behind Shohei, did you hear him joke like, it kind of sucks losing to the Dodgers again?
Wow.
And then it made me think of if those games 6 and 7 losses really is affecting that team this year.
Potentially. Potentially.
It does suck. But Ernie, just the easiest guy to cheer for, man. Seems to have fun every day. Plays the game the right way. He's awesome. Dude, he hustles every time. He's the antithesis of Vladdy. Like, he hustles on every ball he hits. He's
the antithesis of Vladdy?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I got you. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you just said, Azo. And people in the chat, it's all kind of the same. Marco in the chat's a little upset. Wow, it only took you guys 2 hours to mention Ernie. Well, we got a lot going on.
Getting there.
Ray Bay in the chat, thrilled for Ernie and Okamoto. Okamoto's not going to the All-Star game yet, but he might.
Best hitter.
Was yesterday 17 home runs or 18? That was 18 yesterday, right?
Or even more? 18, I think, at least.
Yes.
Dude, that was straightaway center. That was all power.
And it went off of, whose head was it?
Oh,
Langford? Wyatt Langford? It was not Langford. I forget who it was in center field for Texas yesterday. But a huge, it's not home runs with Okamoto, it's moonshots.
Yes.
For the most part.
Yeah. Well, they got him for power, right? Like he's a power hitter.
Listen, Ross has some misses. Sometimes he has some hits. Ernie Clement was a hit. Okamoto so far. Where would this team be without Okamoto?
Dude, it's crazy to think about.
Kaz Okamoto comes in.
I thought about that last night.
Different language, different culture, completely different teammates. He has pressure on him because the guy wearing 27 is out to lunch every night. It's got to be Okamoto, and he's delivering constantly.
And he's had some slumps.
It's a crazy story with Okamoto.
It is. Adjusting to a new country, everything. Everything's new to him.
Gabriel in the chat, Ernie has spirit.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He can almost play on the Leafs. Buffalo guy, loves hockey.
Loves hockey, for sure.
Played in high school, I think.
Azo, you wanted a couple of minutes on the relationship between John Schneider and Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I did.
Okay, so go ahead. Take your time with it.
So, Schneider, too, was going to pull a couple clips from yesterday, but I'm done hearing from him. I don't need him like I don't need Ross. I don't need him telling me how close Vladdy is and how much I should applaud him having a 12-pitch at bat where he showed some intensity, which is what they want from Vladdy, is that intensity. A guy they're playing $500 million to in the 9th inning of game 81 because he had a 12-pitch at bat where he ended up striking out, by the way, and went 0 for 4 on the night. If that's what I'm celebrating with this guy, I don't know. Again, I'm going to give him a chance till the Mets come to town next week. If he can't figure that out, I say phantom IL him and give him the All-Star break off so he doesn't have to go to the All-Star game and just try and let him go get his head right. It's crazy. And Schneider just talking about the fight the team showed by coming back from 6-0 or 6-1, whatever it was. Vladdy, I said this yesterday, I'm succumbed to just Vladdy's going to do him. He's not going to make any changes as much as he's struggling. He's just going to sit there and let it play out because he's supposed to be that talented. And Blair made the point yesterday, maybe he needs a completely bad season where he only hits 8 home runs to make him change his mindset. Because if you're a professional hitter, you know how to get yourself out of that slump, and you do little things to get out of it. Vladdy has changed nothing of his swing. Kevin Barker will tell you that. Caleb will tell you that. They'll all tell you that. So for a guy, he has to become more professional. And he's not young in his career anymore. I'm sorry. Like, if he doesn't want to be that professional that can do whatever it takes to get out of this slump on his own, then we're just going to have to ride the highs and lows with him. But it's crazy that this slump has lasted now halfway through the season and nobody's saying anything to him. And then I got to listen to how Schneider's the Vladdy whisperer, but only makes jokes like, I'm glad the jacket still fits. Like, get out of here with that. Somebody has to step up to this guy or phantom IL him and let him go get his head right. That's it. I like that.
I hate snaps. I see snaps, but
it's crazy to me.
I have no notes.
He showed intensity.
Notes.
Applaud that he had intensity in the 9th inning yesterday and a 12 pitch at bat. Like, are you kidding me, man?
Darren in the chat, preach, Azo.
It's just ridiculous. And oh man, and Gosman having to convince Schneider to let him stay out there where he didn't give up 2 runs. It was the same thing. When was his last bat?
Gosman took one. Gosman was done, and he knew the bullpen needed saving. So because Azo and I nearly got in a fist fight before the show over Adam Macko's call up today. But we haven't seen anything else about who's going
I keep
down,
checking.
right?
Trust me, I keep checking. Because I just feel like I know this organization. And I said, I don't think it's the right move, but sometimes they make moves because you can see it coming and you see what they value. It's insane to me.
George in the chat, Azo has all the spirit.
Comes to this, it's true.
There's 2 things about Jack in the chat, Azo spitting hot fire. There's 2 things with Vladdy that I would like to get off my chest. And neither of these takes are as good as what Azo just said. You cannot let Vladdy go to All-Star weekend.
Thank you.
You can't.
Nope.
I think this guy needs to get off his feet and just kind of recalibrate. I don't want him running around watching other people hit home runs in the home run derby. I don't care.
Or see him have fun.
I don't, but you earn fun.
Yeah, agreed.
People think people are entitled to fun. That's not true at a professional sports environment.
Yep,
you earn your fun.
Yep.
That's the first thing. Second, do you not have any shame being the one to put the home run jacket on everyone else when you have no home runs at home this season? Do you have no shame? You embarrass yourself every time you do it. You are on pace for 8 home runs this year. You have no home runs at home. None. Miles Straw has more home runs at Rogers Center than you do this season.
Nathan Lucas.
Like Tyler Heineman has more.
Yeah.
He's not even on the team. Stop putting the home run jacket on others. You look pathetic. Stop it. No sense of self, no self-awareness, nothing. Because John Schneider's not going to do it.
Right.
John Schneider's the biggest pushover in the league, unless he's messing around with Eric Lauer. By the way, Eric Lauer's numbers with the Dodgers. Go look at Eric Lauer. Yeah. Let's do that together. We're doing that right now.
But
Eric Lauer's numbers with the Dodgers right
Ross
now.
too.
We're doing that together.
No, Vladdy's close. You can see it. And no, he looks lost up there. I start to question what you say all the time. Do these guys know baseball? Because he doesn't look like he's close to me. He looks, every at bat's different, and he's lost on all of it. It's insane.
Eric Lauer with the Dodgers. He's not really striking anyone out, but he's not walking.
No.
He's a 2.54 ERA, man.
There you go.
In 5 appearances. Yeah. Not John Schneider's guy, though. Not John Schneider's guy. Those are my only 2 things with Vladdy right now. I think it is asinine if he goes and starts running around during the home run derby in a year where he's not hitting home runs.
Or even at all.
I think that is the most idiot move you could possibly make. Secondly, stop putting the home run jacket on people when you don't hit home runs.
Yeah.
Let Miles Straw put the home run jacket on people. Just do it. And new rule, you can't dump Gatorade on people after games unless you have 10 home runs. That goes for Miles Straw, too.
I'm good with all that.
The only people that can dump Gatorade are Okamoto and who else? Who also has 10 home runs for the Jays? Is that it?
Maybe.
Who has 10 home runs for the Jays
might
this year?
be it.
Oh, my God. Is that it? Where's the stats? The internet's a great thing, eh?
I know. It's true.
Oh, my God. It's just Okamoto.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because Springer's next with 8. Springer.
Oh, my God.
Ernie
Springer has 8?
Andre Jimenez has 7.
Springer, oh, my God. Steve in the chat, Sid, be nice to Vlad. He's just a boy.
But he's not.
He's not a boy. He's a $500 million cornerstone of your franchise.
He has to figure this
Stop
out.
it.
We've given him pass that it always starts slow. No, a professional ball would know how to. And if you're a superstar, you know what you have to do to get out of it. He hasn't changed a thing. Every pro on every other station will tell you that. But he's too good to stay in this. But he is staying in it. So he has to do something.
Doug in the chat, the only jacket Vladdy should wear is fleece. I don't even know what that means.
And he's fleecing him with the money he's taking.
Oh,
from him, I think.
That's what it is.
That's
now I
what
got
I
it.
think.
Now I got it.
Yeah, Doug, say it. It's crazy, man. Yeah, let him play in the Mets series. Everybody seems to get him right against the Mets. If not, Phantom IL him and give him an out for the All-Star game. Just let him go get straight.
But guys, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Max Scherzer's getting a cortisone shot today.
Mm-hmm.
Max Scherzer's going to Dallas. I'm not kidding. To get a cortisone shot in his back to, quote, help alleviate some left side stuff, end quote. That quote was from John Schneider.
Oh, boy.
Max Scherzer's on the way back. Frankenstein's coming back, guys. He's going to be out there giving up lots of home runs. So it'll all be fine soon.
Whoa.
What'd you see?
Sadir Shah from Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Draft prediction time. If for some reason the Sharks pass on Stenberg, I believe the Canucks will take him. But if he's gone, the most likely scenario is Malhotra at 3.
I could see it.
Yeah, for sure. We talked about it. But that's again.
But I could also see Matt Sundin still really liking Stenberg and just blindsiding everybody.
Oh. That's why I found it interesting in that Chaika quote. He did say something.
Because who's better next year?
Yeah, no, I said
all
this
the scouts. You're right. All the scouts are saying who's more ready for the league next year. It's Stenberg.
Yes. If you want instant contribution, it's him.
Who's gonna make technically? Matthews probably more happy. It might be Stenberg. McKenna's a tasty dish.
He is.
Stenberg has played with a lot of grown ass people this year and looked pretty good.
Well, do you put McKenna right on the top line right away?
Yes.
Okay.
It ain't going to be nice. I'll tell you that right now. For a lot of reasons. It's not going to be nice. Doug in the chat, 5 hours till the draft.
It sure is. I was just looking at that.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Anything else, Azzo?
Now Wake said the same things to shout you guys out. Thanks for the countdown.
It's been a full show.
It has been.
All right. Apologies. We wanted to get to Anthony Santander, but we ran out of time. On behalf of Azzo and everyone here at Sick Media, my name is Sid. You've been watching the Sid Seixeiro Show powered by Sick Media. A reminder, we're back here at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight for what could be the greatest first 8 picks in draft history. Or maybe not. But I think it's going to be fun. Azzo and I will be live on YouTube, X, and Facebook here along with you. It's going to be good. Till then, enjoy the rest of your day. See you later. We'll talk soon. Take care.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.